So I've got lots of cards here. Here's my Rider-Waite Tarot. So we'll be using that. There's the Hecate Oracle, or Oracle of the Hecatean Path. I've got the Mystic Martian Oracle. I've got the Goddesses and Sirens Oracle, and the Dragon Oracle. So I've got lots of cards here, which I will be reading from. So let me just get my chimes out. And just give these cards a quick clear in the absence of the incense. Okay. So just breathing in those vibrations of pure vibrations of light. Okay. We're good. Okay. And just give the wand a little whisk around. I'm just being silly now. But on the serious note. Hello, Lisa. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. So, so I've got some crystals here with me as well. So I'll just pull these out. So I've got some smoky quartz. This is going to help to ground us into Mother Earth. And hello, Bopi123. Sorry if I've not pronounced that correctly. So I've got some smoky quartz. Let's ground us all into Mother Earth just before we begin the reading. And hola, says Callum. Hola. So smoky quartz grounding us in the earth. And we've got some tourmalinated quartz here. So that's just making sure that we're empowered and protected as we do these readings. So feel free to come into the protective circle within the pyramid of light. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Mystic Martian cards because I pulled these up last. These were the last ones that I've picked up this evening because I feel like there's some galactic energies that want to come through. So let's see what we have. Okay, calling upon our ancestors and spirit guides in all timelines. Please come through with some guidance. Okay. The Greys. Whoosh, sugar. I nearly swore then. So this is the energy which I've pulled through. What is going on right now, Lisa says? That is a good question. So I'm gonna pull some cards to see what the energies are telling us. But right from the offshoot or from the offstart, that's not a brilliant sign that we've got the tall greys. But I'm not sure if it's just me. A few nights ago I had like a pretty strange nightmare, and the greys are notorious for causing nightmares and causing people to feel scared and negative, and like they lowered people's vibrations. So it says here they're utilitarian, they're organized and intimidating. So it seems like we've got some of these energies around us right now. So this is not to scare anybody. So please make sure that you continue to call upon whoever it is that you want to call upon for guidance and protection, because I'm sure you will stay protected. But sometimes these kind of energies do manage to pull through the cracks of our protection, but they essentially can't do harm, or can't fully do harm. Sure, they can cause a bit of psychological harm when they're causing nightmares and stuff like that. Okay, so there's a dark, intimidating energy around, so that's not pleasant. I'm going to pull upon the tarot for this, because I feel like the tarot will get right down to the nitty gritty and help us. Ooh, oh, all right, okay. So this card literally jumped out at me, which is strange, because it is not really saying a message which is matching the dark sort of energy, but we'll go in with it. I'll be Robin. It's my birthday today. I am 100 years old. Wow, that is quite an achievement. That is amazing. Okay, so if we look at this card, we have 3 pentacles. So 3 pentacles often represent some form of partnership. So it could be, it's often kind of like a partnership which is going to be a profitable partnership and relationship. So it's people coming together to make an idea or project take off, but it's good. It shows that it is profitable and it is a source of income for you, so that is good. That's a good sign. So that is interesting. So prosperity ahead, we'll take that. Okay, so Spirit, please, do you have any more information on this darker energy, or the galactic greys, tall greys energy? Because the shorter greys, they're not threatening or harmful at all, but the taller greys, they do bring in concerning energies. Okay, so let's see what the heck's going on here. Okay. Alright, is it just nightmares, or is there other messages that you'd like us to be aware of for these coming weeks? Because I've already witnessed nightmares, so that is probably just riding the energy which just came. Okay, so that's interesting. That's very interesting. So we've got pentacles again. So I'm not sure how that is relating to the Grey's energy. Okay, unless it's kind of what's coming through to me. Okay, so I'll tell you what this card means first, and I will tell you how I believe it may be connecting. So this card here, this card represents planning ahead and putting your skills to good use, and that is why coming together with other people, and then when you're putting your heads together, when you're working on projects and the projects are being successful and generating an income, then that is a very good use of your skills and your time. Okay, so it may, what the pentacles suggesting, so it may suggest that this may resonate more with the earth signs out there, so you should know who you are. So that it's like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, you're the earth signs. So these are the signs which are usually more materialistic and good, good and natural at making money, should I say. So if you are planning on making a partnership to make your project even more successful, then I would team up with one of these earth signs if you're not already in a partnership with an earth sign. Okay, so how I feel like this connection is coming across, I believe that the Greys are wanting to sabotage. So they're kind of distracting and sabotaging because they're bringing in the intimidating and dark and they're trying to make you disorganized, so that the planning and preparation and the fruitful and abundant gifts which come after that, they won't then come, because they're trying to intimidate some of us, and they're trying to make us disorganized and unprepared, so that we're unable to plan ahead for these important projects. So that is interesting. So especially at this time of the year, when we have like big portals coming up and big celebrations such as the winter holidays, shall we say, excuse me, Yule and Christmas and Hanukkah and all of the other Kwanzaa, all of the holidays which are coming up in December. Okay, so yeah, December is a big month for money, because we all have money coming in and the money goes out just as quickly, because it's that time of the year and we're buying gifts for loved ones. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pull another tarot card to see what else I can get regarding this strange situation. Okay, why are the Greys doing this? Spirit, please tell us. Why are they trying to sabotage us so that our projects don't come to fruition? It's kind of reminding me, I'm not sure if many of you have seen this particular Charmed episode, but there's a Charmed episode where the Darklighters come in, and the Darklighters want to force these good people to kill themselves. So please don't take this literally, because this is just a TV program that I'm talking about. But the Darklighters, they try to force people to kill themselves so they're not able to accomplish good things, and to kind of stall them from, or prevent them from doing so much good and helping so many other people. So I feel like this is sort of kind of a similar message. So I feel like they're kind of playing that kind of game. They're trying to like depress people. They're trying to stall people from doing good and succeeding. Okay, but it shall be all for naught, I'm sure, because we have such a big team behind us. The Wheel of Fortune. So Spirit's telling us that the Wheel of Fortune, that is literally the best card in the deck. So I'm so glad that's came out. So that tells me right away that the Greys or any other agents like the Men in Black, is it? That sounds so funny. Okay, but yeah, on a serious note, the tall Greys or any other beings or spirits who are working against us, it shall all be for naught, because the Wheel of Fortune has been assigned to us. So we have good things coming round on the Wheel of Fortune. So that is a brilliant sign. So I'll show you that one more time. So okay, so that crowns over the rest of that. Okay, let's see what other galactic energies are coming in. On a more positive note, come on, Spirit, on a more positive note, what other galactic energies have we got coming in for us? Okay. Okay, so this isn't specifically a galactic energy, so we've got the Kabbalah Tree of Life, which is interesting because I'm asking what galactic energies are coming through, and rather than just a specific galactic energy, I'm being shown the Tree of Life. So the message that this gives to me is that we don't just have like one specific energy coming through to us in these next 4 weeks. I'm feeling that we're going to be kind of bombarded with a whole array of galactic energy. So that's talking like Lyran, Arcturian, Andromedan, whoever. So just a lot. The whole galactic brotherhood or sisterhood, whatever we want to call it. So I'll read you what it says. So it says the Kabbalah Tree of Life, integration, life lessons, emanation. That is an interesting one. So I'm going to grab the book for that to see what else it can tell us about this, because that is a very interesting card to pull in this reading. So it's, what number is that? That's number 32. Okay. Okay, so bear with me one moment. Okay. So it says the Kabbalah Tree of Life map structurally evolved from the flower of life. Oh, okay. So that's interesting because my chimes here, if you can see my chimes there, the flower of life, because I really like that symbology. So the flower of life symbology, it was adapted into the tree of life. And the tree of life is all about the different energies. It's interesting because we're asking about the specific galactic energies which were coming through, but instead of getting one specific galactic energy, we got the whole tree of life. And that's interesting because if you look at the circles in the tree of life, they all represent different pools of energy. So everything in the whole universe, everything in existence will fit into one of those pools of energy within the tree of life. So here we have the sacred geometry, and it was used by ancient Jewish magi and mystics, which later introduced Hermetic Kabbalah. The tree of life is a esoteric blueprint describing the psychological principles, practices, and energy forces that lead on the pathway to the unnameable, omnipresent cosmic God. Okay, so the card meaning is emanation, cause and effect, consequences, integration, improving, progress. So that kind of does tie in very well with the other cards that we've drawn. So we have all of the Pentacle cards and we have the Wheel of Fortune, so that is definitely positivity and progression. So learning from your lessons and getting the results. So that is what that card is saying for us. Okay, let's pull in one of the Goddesses and Sirens cards. Okay, ancestors and guides, what information have you got for us for these next coming weeks? Please let us know. Okay. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will try my best to answer them if I'm able to. Okay. Shuffle again. I felt like it was near the right card then. No. Okay. Freya. That's just interesting because I really wanted to pull the other one as well. I'm going to pull both of those. Okay, that is interesting. Okay. So these are the next two cards which I've pulled out from the Goddesses and Sirens deck. So it's Freya and Sheila Nagig. So Sheila Nagig was a deity or a being which was carved onto buildings, and it was representative of the sacred Vulva and the divine feminine energies. So the message of that card is gateways, because of course the vulva is a gateway which gives birth to life. And then we have Freya, who represents irresistibility, but as well as irresistibility, Freya also represents feline energy, fierce energy, a warrior goddess energy, irresistibility. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the book on these to see what other messages are hidden within these cards for us. So Sheila Nagig and Freya. Come on, where are you? I could have swore I just saw it. Alright, I'll use the, what do you call it, the contents page. So Sheila Nagig and Freya. So Freya is 58. So it says here, so I'm going to assume that you already know about the Freya as the goddess. So let's see what it says with the messages. Okay. So it says, we are all irresistible in our own ways. Enjoyment is a natural part of life. Center yourself and be confident among chaos. Okay, so that is very interesting. And I feel it's very fitting, especially when we was get the first message that we got from Spirit was, thank you, have a good day, man. Thank you, have a good day to you as well. Thank you. So the first message that we got from Spirit was about the intrusive and obstructive energy of the tall greys coming through. Okay, but the goddess energy is here to help us remain confident and to be unbothered, really. If you look at the cats, if you can probably take a look at my cat right now. My cat, she's just chilling. So cats, they are such brilliant creatures because they are so unbothered by the world around them. Okay. They're very unbothered by the world around them a lot of the time, because they're confident that they can rise to any challenge, and they're confident in their own ability as well. Okay. So it says most of us could do with a dose of Freya's confidence and irresistibleness at some point. It is very easy to lose confidence when our feelings aren't reciprocated, when we haven't felt beautiful for a while, or after a breakup. Perhaps we have never experienced solid physical confidence, and this holds us back from being confident and owning our true power. Freya assures us that we are all powerfully attractive. Her message is that external beauty is not enough. It is the confidence in our attractiveness that truly makes us beautiful. Oh gosh, that's interesting. Because for some reason, the other day I had that One Direction song stuck in my head, and I'm not a big fan of them, but I had that song stuck in my head. That's what makes you beautiful. Oh. But yeah, that's so funny. Okay, so yeah. So be aware of your own inner beauty, because that is very important for reclaiming your confidence. Okay, let's take a look at the other card, Sheila Nagig. Okay. And also feel free, if anybody has any questions, do leave them in the comments and I will try my best to answer them. I'll pull a card or two for you. So, where is Sheila Nagig? What number are you? Oh, right, these cards are not numbered. So that's not very helpful. This is why tarot's good. We'll come right back to tarot next. Sheila Nagig, so it says 146 is the page. Okay. A new path opens to you and you are protected. A rite of passage is close. You are about to pass through a new gateway that will change you. Do not be afraid to open up. Okay. It says Sheila Nagig is cheeky, irreverent and somewhat frightening. She may lead you astray, but she is one of the oldest energies of the Celtic lands. Okay. She's a protectress of gateways, with female genitalia being the primary gateway to all life. When you're about to pass through a gateway such as a graduation, a birthday, a rite of passage, or even a real gateway in a new home or school, you may wish to honour Sheila and ask for her protection. This is an old, powerful, magical energy, and as such is very effective. Her energy is jolly and, yes, a little wild, but always with a positive intent. So that's interesting that those two energies came through, because they're quite similar, fierce and playful energies of those two goddesses. Okay, so coming back to tarot now, and then I'm going to pull one of the Hecate Oracle cards, I believe would be good. Okay, what else can you tell us about the next 4 weeks as we come out of November and into December? What is in store for us? Please tell me. Oh, bugger, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so this is quite interesting because we have the Tower card, but the Tower card is kind of quite contradictory to the Wheel of Fortune card, because the Tower card is the worst card you can get in the tarot, and the Wheel of Fortune is one of the best cards you can get. So the Tower, so it's showing that we are going through turbulent times, like quite physically. I don't know about everybody else, but here in the UK where I am, we're having snow, floods, and rain, so we have quite physically stormy weather, and it does kind of turn our world upside down when we have like crazy weather. But on top of that, there may be other factors. So the tower just represents like a change that we've not planned for. A change is going to happen to us that we've not planned for, but it's not necessarily a bad change, but it's also not necessarily going to be a comfortable change at the same time. Okay, blew my neck. Okay, right, let's call upon the goddess Hecate. Let's see if she can ease us into some guidance on this change. Okay, goddess Hecate. What is this change? How can we prepare for it? What is your guidance? Okay. That's interesting because the card which I've pulled literally says guidance on it. Okay. Dadophorus, Torchbearer. So there is an emphasis here. So when all else is dark, focus on the light. So if it goes back to that saying, there's a popular saying, I'm not sure who first said it, but it says, if you cannot see the light, or if you're surrounded in darkness, look around, for you may be the light who's lighting the way for other people. So there's an emphasis here on being a light and an example for other people. Okay, so let me grab the book and see what else it says about this card, number 16. So it says, when in darkness we lose sight of the path before us, Hecate can shed the light to illuminate our path. The Homeric hymn to Demeter says that Hecate came to Demeter on the 10th day after Persephone disappeared, holding a torch, and so she shines light into our lives, guiding us through darkness and the unknown. However, the light will only span so far. There must be some sense of mystery, and we must not be completely afraid of the dark or let the unknown hold us back. So that's interesting, because literally in the last video that I posted, I was talking about this, about the innate fear that everyone has of the dark. Okay. Okay, so one of the important messages in there, and regarding the Tower card as well, is when we're surrounded by chaos, when we're surrounded by the darkness, we must be the light, and we must have faith that we can make it through any chaotic energies, even if there's other energies or beings who are trying to sabotage us. We must not give in, and we must hold on to our light and to the light of deity, whether it's Hecate or any other deity. Okay. Pulling a Mystic Martian card. Okay. The Agarthans. Okay, so I'll show you that card. So this is another galactic energy. As it says, the Agarthans, they're a star race who help us with manifesting and coming to terms with multi-dimensional perception and attunement. Interesting. Okay. So I'll grab the book to see what else we can get from that. So they're number 1 in this deck. So it says the card meaning. So it's to do with attunement, synchronicity, manifesting, imagination, ascended consciousness, healthy lifestyle, nutrition, abundance, core issues, crystal energies, strong ethereal light body, attuned to emotional body, living your truth. So I feel like these are all ways that we can sail through or rise above the dark tower with our light shining. Okay. So next I'm going to pull one of the dragon cards, the dragon oracle cards, and then I may go back to the tarot. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, dragon oracle and dragon energies. What messages have you got for us? Okay, that's interesting. Oh wow, that is really interesting. Because it says the Agarthans is to do. So this card is to do with manifesting multidimensional perception and attunement. And the dragon energy card, which has came through, is the Source Dragon. And it says the Source Dragon attunes you to the infinity. Be still, in the silence, magic can happen, be in the moment. Wow, so that is a very powerful message and a very powerful tool of navigating the chaos around us. Okay. That is the first time I've actually pulled that card out of all the times that I've read that, so it's a very important message. So focus on your connection to the divine. There is an attunement that is waiting for you from spirit. But to receive this attunement, we have to be still and silent and open to the magic of the universe. Ashe. Okay. So grabbing one more tarot card. Okay, what other messages have you got for us as we come into December? What other guidance do you have for us? Okay. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups in a reading, it often represents sorrow, and the easiest message which you can gain from this card is kind of crying over spilt milk. Because if you look at the depiction, there is 5 cups on the picture of this card. So there's 2 cups that are behind the person, the figure. So he has 2 full cups, but 3 of the cups in front of him have knocked over and have spilled. And he is despairing that he's lost the contents of those 3 cups, but in that way he has been negative because he's focusing on what he has lost rather than focusing on what he still has and the good things. And when we're focusing on lack and loss, then that attracts more of those things to us. So instead we need to switch our mind frame, so we're focusing on what we do have and being grateful for that, and we will then bring more goodness and more abundance, so that the things that we've lost, the cups that have been spilt, they won't even matter, because we're that magnetic that we're drawing more good things to ourselves. And this is the message from Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to pull another card here. Okay, let's see, pull one more card from the Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you want us to hear? Please tell us now. The Moon card. Gosh, we've been getting quite a lot of major arcana cards, so these are all very important messages that should not be missed. So the Moon card is telling us to be cautious. So it's also telling us to trust our intuition. Each and every one of us is intuitive. We all have natural psychic gifts. There's nothing supernatural about it. We're all naturally intuitive and psychic. So the thing is, a lot of us, when we have guidance, when we have gut instincts, when we have impressions about people and things and projects, when we pick up impressions and have these feelings in our stomach or in our heart, when we get these feelings, a lot of the time, the majority of people, they ignore those gut feelings. And this is why we're pulling the Moon card today, because Spirit is telling us not to ignore the guidance which comes through. We need to be aware of it. So a lot of us do notice that we're picking up like some sort of warning, but because we don't really trust where the warning has came from, so we just kind of shrug it off and just ignore it. But Spirit is telling us to really get in tune with your intuition, and when you have a message come through, you need to honor that message and to validate it and know that it's coming from Spirit. So the easiest way to know when a message is coming from Spirit or from your ancestors or from the angels, when you have a message coming through like that, then the message will always be a positive message. So it will be telling you something nice. It will be telling you positive ways in which you can improve your life. So if you have negative messages coming through, that's not coming from a Spirit. That is likely coming from either the ego or from a negative place. So you just can disconnect from that and push that away. Okay, so that is the Moon card. So everybody, it is of the utmost importance as we come closer to the winter solstice. We need to tune into our intuitive and psychic abilities, because there excuse me, there is, if you look at the card, there is like a little scorpion in the picture. So that there is trouble which will which will kind of attack or cause us issues if we're not paying attention to our intuition. Because if we follow our intuition, then the harmful energies or the source of the harm won't get anywhere near you, because you'll be listening to your intuition and your intuition will be steering you clear. So that is the message from Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card from the Hecate Oracle. Okay. Oh, Great Mother Hecate. What message do you have for us? Please come through now. Ecstasy. So Dionysus and ecstasy. That's an interesting card to pull. Okay. So there's an interesting message here. So the Dionysus, the god of wine and ecstasy, he's literally telling you to, it's kind of similar to the Freya sort of energy actually as well, because amidst all of the chaos and amidst all of the being proper, prim and proper, and just all of the drudgery of just everyday life, we need to unwind sometimes and let our hair down. And this is the message that Dionysus is giving to us, that we need to make time for ourselves and not just work ourselves until we're burnt out. So the time that we give to ourselves for experiencing good things, ecstatic things, joyful things, this time needs to be kind of scheduled into our plans for the week ahead. So try to schedule in your little bursts of ecstasy, and I'm not relating to any drugs here. So ecstasy, which is like joy and happiness and just kind of like higher consciousness as well. So let me pull out the book here, see what else it says about this. So it's number 50. Okay, so that's... It says, Dionysus' jovial nature is encouraging you to think outside of the box and let go of the norms and traditional constraints. Your path to Hecate does not have to be a carbon copy of what others do. Be unique. Tap into your true self. Again, connecting with the intuition. Set yourself free and rejoice. To paraphrase Plato, many are the torchbearers, few are the Hecateans. Walk your own path, be true and devoted to yourself and the goddess. So be it. Okay, so that is the message there. Okay, I'm going to pull one more dragon card, because I believe they may bring in some more guidance for us. Okay. Dragons of light, dragons of might, give us your guidance upon this night. Okay. So the air dragon. So that's very interesting, and I believe that is very fitting for this reading so far. So it says this is the air dragon, and it says the air dragon helps you rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, bring inspiration and hope. So the air dragon brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. So I believe this message has came through a few times. So that's kind of tying in with the tarot card there. Change your perspective rather than focusing on the cups which have been spilt. Focus on the cups and the bounties, the treasures that you still have, and be grateful for those. Okay. Bringing in another dragon energy. Let's see what other dragon energies want to come through. Bless you, Tallulah. Cat sneezing. Okay, what else have you got for us, Spirit? Okay, bless you. The deep blue dragon. Okay. So, the deep blue dragon keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. Okay. Alright, I feel another Goddesses and Sirens card calling. So we'll pull one of those. Okay, what message have you got for us, I wonder? Okay. Oh, interesting. So this is the first time I've pulled this card. So the Muses have came through. So it's interesting that we had the Dionysus card and then the Muses. So Dionysus is to do with like joy, ecstasy, and the Muses, it's kind of coming from a similar place. It's finding inspiration and letting the creative juices flow. Okay. So that would be getting back into artistic practices, or if you're already practicing any art form, whether that's music, singing, dancing, painting, sculpting, pottery, anything at all. These are creative, they're creative gifts that we have that we need to tap into, because they make us who we are and they give us fulfillment and happiness. So listen to the Muses when they are calling you. Okay. Alright, I feel I'm gonna go with the tarot again. Alright, what have you got to say to us? The High Priestess. So we kind of highlighting again. Yet again, we've got a few messages. So this message really needs to be listened to. Spirit is really telling you to that the High Priestess card, this can be you. This represents your higher self, pretty much. It represents your intuition. And it's tapping into the wisdom that you have within. Because a lot of people, they kind of cut themselves short. They think less of themselves and they don't believe that they have what it takes to really tap into spirit and to connect with the divine powers. And again, it's tapping into the divine energy that's already within us. So the divine, like God or Goddess, it's not somewhere separate. It's not in heaven, or it's not in some separate place. The God and the Goddess is already within each and every one of us. So it's all about tapping into this energy and reclaiming your power. So yeah, I believe that is a powerful message to end on. So sister girl, hello sister girl. So the High Priestess card, that is a very powerful message right there. So I'm going to grab my tarot book and I will read further into the High Priestess card, because I believe that is a very powerful message that's came through, and it's kind of going over some of the messages that we've had already. It's kind of highlighting some of the same points. So let me find that. What number is the High Priestess? So she's number 2 in the tarot of the Major Arcana. Okay, so it says the presence of the Major Arcana will dominate a reading and will carry more weight than the Minor Arcana. This card is number 2. 2s in a reading indicate a period of gestation or of waiting and anticipation of great success in the future. There is a focus on waiting, gathering knowledge and balance. The High Priestess card represents wisdom, mystery, understanding, gathering strength, intuition and serenity. It indicates a time of waiting before goals can be realised, but also indicates the importance of using time wisely and to acknowledge inner changes and wait until one's energies are released. During this time of waiting, the querent, which is yourself, will be quietly gathering strength and knowledge that will prove useful in the future. So special consideration about this card. This card indicates that the querent or yourself is troubled by the future and that this is causing problems. The High Priestess card symbolises truth and indicates that the future will be positive as the querent has new strengths to draw on. Wow. So there you have it. Please check out some of the other videos that I have. I have other videos that are like this and on some similar subjects, so please enjoy some of those.